now? It's automatically on my Facebook now. Okay.
Once he goes live, it's not live yet.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Funktion House, another edition of Live from Red Hook. And tonight we want to welcome to the show for our fourth episode of Season 4,
Season 4. Wow.
DJ Rob Lo.
What's up, guys?
What's
What's
up,
going
man?
on?
It's been a while.
Been a while, man. Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me, guys.
Rob, welcome to the show, man.
Finally made it, right?
Yeah, man. I've been hitting him up for a while now.
Yeah, no, but
He's been ducking me. He's been
before, no,
swerving.
see, I was just gonna say that before it sounds wrong. I wasn't ducking him. I had a couple of setbacks, and it was just like never the right time. You know, I was like, no, damn, Anthony, I want to do it, but
You're a
but-
veteran. You're a
but-
veteran in this game. I needed you here.
Nah, I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
And
Thanks,
I'm
man.
happy you're here. It's long overdue.
Very cool to be here, man.
Born and raised in Brooklyn, right?
Born and raised in Brooklyn.
Yeah, let's talk about that. How did you get into the whole game?
Oof. Okay. So years ago, many moons ago. So I'm born and raised in Brownsville.
Okay.
I'm Bucktown. My dad used to own a TV shop. He was the TV repairman in the neighborhood. You know, every time I saw something cool, I'd be like, oh, you know, Dad, can I get that? Whatever. It was something maybe it was something he just fixed, and instead of letting him sell it, I would always try to get it. You know, so
Yeah.
my first thing was a turntable. You know, I would always steal my sister and my brother's records, and even my parents, because it was kind of cool because they all had a different taste in music. So that's how I learned a lot of my older music.
So you had some Latin records. You had some disco
My
records.
mother with the Latin, my dad with the Motown and the Chicago and the Temptations. My sister was more of the pop, hip hop, freestyle music. My brother was that, like the everything else, the rock.
Yeah.
The I can't even think of the name of the groups right now, but he was just the other stuff that I could use now a lot.
So you were influenced by your family.
Absolutely.
So the
Absolutely.
household was music heavy.
Oh, absolutely. The whole family. The whole family loved music. And, you know, I'm the youngest of four. So every day, and my other sister, too. My other sister, may she rest
Oh,
in
so you're the
peace.
baby.
Oh, yeah, I'm the
I'm
baby.
the same thing, youngest of four.
So you know.
Once the baby, always the baby, right?
Always. So my other sister, may she rest in peace, she was the R&B. She was the queen of R&B. She loved her R&B. So my dad, you know, can I get the turntable? Yeah, okay. So little by little, I collected equipment. The funny thing is that I had a whole setup for about 2 years before I actually decided to let me start trying this.
Wow.
You know, as a kid, you just wanted to have it.
What age?
Yes.
What age was this?
I had to be about 11 because I didn't start until 13. At 13 was when you know what, to tell the story, I could tell it now.
Yeah.
I went to Heartthrobs. At the age of 13, my sister knew some of the bouncers. She's like, oh, come on, I'll get you in. I'm like, no, you won't, whatever.
Where was that club again?
Heartthrobs was 26th Street, the infamous Louis Vega.
Okay.
Little Louis Vega. It was freestyle was at its peak.
Yes.
absolutely at its peak. So I went there, and 13-year-old kid. Yeah, I like girls a little bit back then. So instead of sitting around looking for girls, I was staring at the control that this man had over the crowd. The next day, I went home and I started collecting records.
That was
That
it.
just gave me the itch. I was like, this is what I want to do. This is it. And that's how I got started. And
So when you first started, you were playing house?
when I first started, I was playing freestyle.
Freestyle.
Then freestyle, I transitioned into house, into pretty deep house. Like my collection's insane with imports, and I got records, man. I got promotional records.
Deep down, you're a house head.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've always been. No doubt about it. But then I started doing a little bit of everything, which was, the smart thing to do. You don't want to keep your foot in one. You want to kind of just be diverse. And as soon as I started doing R&B and hip hop, that's when the gigs started coming.
Yep.
As soon as I graduated from high school, that very summer I was in clubs already DJing.
So early on, what were the first clubs that you were hitting in New York?
When you were
working.
when you were of age.
Yeah, when you were of age.
When you weren't
no,
13.
I wasn't of age yet.
No,
but back
you
then,
know what's crazy? Back then,
it was 18 to party.
Yeah, I know. 14, 15 was like normal to be out in a club.
Yeah, it was.
It was 18 to party, 21 to drink. But yeah, it'd be well, not 13. I'd say
It was
15.
like, I was running up
Yeah.
in the Palladium at 14.
I mean, because
Palladium
once you were
Classic.
like freshman, sophomore in high school, that's when you were like
Yeah.
chalking your ID and
Yes.
you're going out to the
Absolutely.
spots. Yeah.
So the very, very first club I ever DJ'd was on Queens Boulevard. Back then, it was called the Palm Tree. It eventually changed up to be Casablanca years later, and now it just doesn't even exist anymore.
Now it's a hot dog spot.
Then back then, I used to work with a guy named George, and he took a catering hall in the middle of East New York. It was called a Showboat, and he put me and Tony Touch in there. And every weekend we had a line around the corner there. We bought Wu-Tang to perform there. We had Onyx in there. It was a catering hall.
Yeah,
It was
that was
literally
it.
a catering hall. And we just threw sound systems in there and did it like back in the days,
It was
But
like,
that-
was it a team party?
That's
'Cause
how they did it, though.
Yeah, that's what we used to do.
Well, on paper it wasn't a teen party. But of course it was
Yeah.
nothing but teens in there.
Did they serve alcohol in there?
They did.
Wow.
They did. Oh, you want to
Risky.
take it back? I'm showing my age. We're going as far back as Video Music Box.
Oh wow.
Video Music Box used to come in there and host it for us.
Wow.
So you're talking about like late 80s?
No.
No,
This is
early 90s.
early 90s.
Early 90s.
Yeah, early
Okay.
90s. So that's how far back, man. Carrying records and
And you had
crates of
those
records.
old school sound systems back then.
Oh,
Those
man.
shits were
We used to-
loud.
And heavy.
Yeah, no, yeah. This is why I'm half deaf today, right? No, it was good times though, man.
So who were some of the promoters that gave you your first break, like putting you on like the main stages and stuff?
The guy that I just mentioned, George, his promoter name was GV. GV. Some people love him, some people hate him.
Oh yeah, I know. I think I know.
See, you know him.
Yeah.
That's just promoters in general.
Yeah, that's
He
true
was
too.
doing Flamingo back in the day, GV.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's him. So GV was the first guy to be like, oh, I'm gonna, put you on, whatever. And he did. He absolutely did his thing. And
He was
then,
Egyptian, right?
No, he's Spanish.
Spanish?
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican. Yeah, he does look it though.
Yeah.
So then after that, a couple of years later, he teamed up with Sal Abatello.
Okay.
Sal Abatello, Fever Records.
Records.
Got the freestyle acts
my
on
boy Robert
Smash.
Rivera. They started doing Club Essos. You remember Essos?
Yes.
Essos.
33rd Street was it or 34th Street?
39th, I think.
39th Street.
I want to say
Off the west-
39th. Either 38th or 39th, one of those. Whatever block is the one that goes westbound, that's the block it was on.
Okay.
And that just became legendary.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, we used to have Biggie rolling up in there, Mary J. Like there was always A-list celebrities at that time.
Yep.
You know?
I remember that party used to pop.
Yeah, and it was me, a good friend of mine, my boy DJ Lucho. We used to rock the house together. And even though I could do house, that's how we split it. I was the hip hop DJ, he was the house DJ.
Yeah, so how did that happen? I mean, being such a house head growing up.
And did that bother you that you couldn't play the house music, or?
At the time, it didn't. You know why?
Because hip hop was just so
It was
big.
popping. Yeah.
Hip hop was the thing to be doing at the time.
Yep.
And
It was
even
like the
though
whole culture took over.
even though house was still getting a lot of love back then, that was my time to go hang out in the club.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, I had to play my set. Yo, Luch, you ready? All right, get on, Luch. And then I go out there and, drink and, hang out with the peoples.
Yep.
So it was good, though. And then, and it evolved from there. From there, we went to doing other clubs. Another big club that we did back in the days, Downtime.
I remember that
Downtime, I
too.
think, was on 30th Street. I want to say 30th. That they were just all clubs that no matter what, every weekend, you could move in them.
Packed.
Could not move in
Yep.
them.
And people used to dance.
Exactly. He gets it. He's a DJ. He gets it.
People used to dance.
Listen, and when I tell you they used to dance, back then, everybody, women and men, would walk out of there
Yeah.
sweated up because they were having such a good time. Nowadays, if a girl so much as feels a drop, that's it. Her night's over. She wants to go home. Like, that's not how it was, man.
Well, they were going there to hear certain records that they knew the DJs were going to play, and they were just eating it up.
They
you
would.
know,
They would.
like people are not going out to hear specific records anymore. You know?
No, but it's funny that you say that because, yes, they were going out there to hear specific records, but it was easier back then to break a record.
Yes.
It was easier to break a record, whereas now the internet took over our jobs. You know what I mean? We don't break records anymore. We just play what they want to hear, and
Yep.
that's it.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. Whatever. As long as we're still playing music, that's what counts.
That's it, man. That's it.
So, good.
So, who were some of the DJs that you looked up to growing up? Like who?
Louis Vega automatically because he was the first one that gave me that itch to want to do that. You know, Louis Vega, he's a good friend of mine now. I didn't know him back then. Now, good friend of his.
So how did you actually meet him and become friends with him?
In Miami one year. Some of my friends from Sunset are very good friends with Kenny and Louis and Todd Terry. And they brought me in to do the hip-hop room. I was the hip-hop DJ of one of his Winter Music Conference parties. Pearl, remember Pearl in Miami?
No.
It used to go by a different name, by an Asian name. It's Story now, I think.
Oh, okay.
Where
Where Opium used to be.
Opium, that's it. Opium. That I think it used to be Pearl, then Opium, now it's Story.
Yeah.
So it was in there. It was a daytime party, and it's funny because Louis comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, so you're the infamous Rob Lo?" And I was like, "What?" Like.
You know me?
Yeah, you know what? So, that was pretty cool. Like we had a great conversation and, I let him know the whole story. I was like, dude, I was like 13 years old in your club, man, and you're the reason that I do this now, And he was like, wow, So ever since then, we've been really cool, I go check him whenever I can.
You think he realizes how many people he's influenced over the years?
Oh, forget it.
He probably lost count a long time ago, right? No,
He's been a major inspiration to a lot of people, Louis.
Between him and Todd and Kenny Dope and I mean, there's I could sit here all day with a list.
Yeah.
But between their DJing and the music they've actually made, oh man, I'm sure that there's some producers out there that you don't even know that's where they got their inspiration from,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a ton of them. I'm sure he knows it, but he's also so humble that he won't sit there and talk about that.
Yeah, he actually played a party last night in New York.
I know.
Played,
I wanted
Bowery
to
Electric.
go. I wanted to go, man.
It was last night, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Mobile
Mobile Monday party.
I saw that. I saw some
He
of the
played all
pictures.
45s, I heard.
I saw some pictures and a couple of videos. It looked pretty dope.
We should have been there, man.
I should have been there. I should have been there.
too.
I was sitting here. I was home preparing for this, man.
He-
Nah. Actually, I had some other things I had to take care of.
He's one of those DJs, Louis Vega, that it's enjoyable to not only obviously listen to him play, but to watch him DJ because he is
He's a
so
ball of energy.
he's
He's a
so
ball of
like
energy.
taken over by the music. Just like working the crossover, working the volume,
Yes.
banging records
That
in,
crossover,
like
he's nasty with that crossover.
yeah. I mean, he's like taken over by the music every time he plays. You know.
We were talking about it on a show recently. Like, who are the DJs that we would go out to watch? Like there's not many DJs that you want to go out to see anymore. But Louis, Kenny, like these are the guys that I would go out to watch.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
it's tough now. There's not that many,
I was just gonna say
especially
now.
in New York. I'm sure in other parts of the U.S. there's
Now
parties
it
that are
really
going on.
depends on your age range and how you were raised.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna knock every young person. I'm not knocking them at all, actually.
Yeah.
But there's young people that have the attention span of 10 to 20 songs because that's all they know. Then there's young people that, like me, when I was younger, my family gave me that music that you could sit there and play an old classic record and they'll know it.
Yeah.
So it really depends on who you're asking, who's going out with you. But right now, me personally, on the house side, love to hear Truce and Sabalos. I always go see Louis whenever I can when he's in New York.
Yep.
Funny story, Kenny Dope. I know Kenny for so many years, and I heard Kenny for the first time this year.
No way.
Really?
Kid you not? I kid you not. The place that just closed down. Oh my God.
Output.
Output.
Yeah.
Output. It was Louis and Todd. I mean, I'm sorry, not Louis. Kenny and Todd. And if I did hear him before, I don't remember. But yo, he's nasty.
Yeah.
He's nasty. I mean, I knew he was, but to hear it live on a system like Output, that was great.
You know who else is a good house music DJ?
Yeah.
Tony Touch.
Yeah. Oh, Tony's got that house party, the Sunday party going.
Yep.
For a couple of 10 years now, is it? Something like that?
Like
Yeah.
when you hear Tony, people think hip hop right away, but
They do.
he rocks house music.
I know he does. He absolutely does. Tony's one of those DJs I looked up 2 years ago too, because Tony, we met working together. It wasn't like I was out on the scene and he was DJing. It was just like, hey Rob, we're bringing this guy Tony Touch in. Okay, I met him on the spot. I didn't know who he was before that. He was always super, super duper humble with me. He never tried to play the bigger part. You know what I mean? He always gave me good advice. And Tony's always been good at what he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Camilo was doing clubs with us back then. You know what I mean? God
He's
bless
a
him.
beast,
God bless
Camilo.
him to where he's at right now.
He's the hottest working
Deserves-
DJ
he
in New York
deserves
City.
it.
Hands down.
He
He just
absolutely
posted.
deserves
He
it.
just posted his calendar recently. It's just
Did he?
bizarre to look at it.
We had to put like 3 separate postings or something.
It's the font.
You
is
couldn't
like,
even read the
The
font.
font
yeah.
is 4.
You need a magnifying glass to see it. Nah, God bless him, man. He deserves it because you know what? He's another one that I've known Camilo since we were just, rocking little parties and little clubs here and there, and to where he's at now, and he's never lost his humbleness.
Yeah.
You know,
You did some radio work too back in the day, right?
not
Did you do a Hot 97 mix weekend or something like
a
that?
couple of years ago. Well, it's funny because I found a cassette. That's how I did Hot 97 morning show in the mid 90s before they even moved downtown. They were still on 30-something Street
Wow.
and like Broadway, I think. And it was with Ed Lover, Dr. Dre, and Lisa.
Really?
Remember that morning show a few
Yes.
years
Yeah.
ago? That's when Scribbles was on the morning show.
Yep.
But every Friday they would do
A guest DJ?
a guest DJ from a different borough. And that was the Brooklyn Friday. And that was pretty interesting back then because that was vinyl.
Yeah.
I had to go up there with a couple of,
With crates.
crates of records. It wasn't like now where you just come and plug in your laptop. And then a couple of years ago, Enough and Camilo hooked me up to do the Throwback Weekend. It was in the summertime, I think maybe 3 years ago. That was fun. That was cool. Nice, good response to that.
So probably the first time going up on Hot 97 and playing on that morning show, that must have been like butterflies in the stomach.
That
man.
was nuts. That was nuts because I remember I didn't sleep the night before. We were home. We were having a couple of drinks, me and a couple of friends. And, the anxiety was just so
Yeah,
crazy.
that happens
I
to me
just-
too. When something like big is coming up, I can't sleep at night.
You know what it is. Like, yeah, we were up all night. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I remember having like a 30 minutes to an hour nap. And it was like, shit, I got to get up and go. You know what I mean? And I actually got there like 5 minutes late. And 5 minutes late, excuse me. And I remember Ed Lover. Ed Lover's a ball buster. You know him. And he was like, this is radio, man. Oh, it don't wait for nobody. You better hurry your ass up and get in that booth. Like,
real.
and I'm like half asleep, still a little hungover from, but it worked out, Like, I don't know if I'll ever digitize that tape and put it out. I gotta listen to it a few times. I gotta listen to that a few times. You know which one I am gonna put out real soon? There was a cassette that I made and a CD back then. I used to do both still. Live at Downtime in 1998, and I found it. And I posted up a teaser recently, and I was like, oh, who he thinks I should put this out? And the response was pretty good. Like, a lot of people had that tape, and I didn't sell those tapes back then. I used to just give them out as promotion.
Yeah.
So a lot of people had them. I think I'm gonna put that up on a Throwback Thursday in a couple of weeks.
You were rocking at a really good time. You were very fortunate to be around the people you were around and playing in New York.
Lucky. I was lucky for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely was. It was good times. Like you said, they danced.
Yeah.
That's everything.
So what's the one thing you miss about, I guess, that scene back then opposed to what's going on now?
What I miss about that back then, number one, is the dancing. People really danced. I'm telling you, they used to walk out of there drenched in sweat. Girls and everything.
Yeah, you were able to play like a 45-minute reggae set back then.
Yes, you were.
You know?
Yes, I was known for a lot of my reggae back then.
Yep.
What I miss about it besides that, those were the days when there were only 2 or 3 choices. You know what I mean? If it wasn't one of the parties we were doing, or John Gungi Rivera party, or I can't even think of a lot of the promoters from back then, the Adam Torres and the Jesse Says parties. It was, you were limited on your choices, so it made the parties extra good.
Yeah, so all parties were good.
Yes, all
Yeah.
parties were good. Whereas nowadays, there's places in Queens and Manhattan that have 3 or 4 clubs on the same block.
Yeah.
And that's just one block. So imagine
And you know what? Now there's promoters that are working 3 or 4 different rooms in one night.
in one night.
So they're like they start
that's
off
been going on
they
for a
start off
while.
in one spot, and then by 2 o'clock they're on to the next spot, and then at 3:30 they're going to close another club out, and they're getting, they're bringing these people everywhere they go. So
And how do you expect your room to stay crowded if you're doing
Exactly.
that? And then that plays a part on the DJs too. Then you got opening DJs that are sitting there killing the 3 people in there. Killing it for 3 people in there.
yeah,
You know, you're burning it out. I don't know about you guys, but I'm the type of DJ, man, I hate to repeat.
oh yeah,
You know, nowadays there's records you have to.
it's tough not to now. Yeah,
It's tough not to. You're right. You're right. I mean, then you got these, then you got the younger DJs. I don't even want to say younger. I'm just gonna say the early DJs. Before you even say anything to them, they're like, "Oh, what's up, man? Yo, I didn't play nothing new."
yeah. Let me look through their history.
Thanks. I don't know any DJ that just plays nothing but anything new in the whole night.
Yeah.
So you could have played something new, switch it up, go back and forth. So my whole thing is, I like to look through their history.
Yeah.
I do. Some of them get a little iffy about it, whatever. But I also let them know, because they'll be like, "Oh, listen, no, trust me, you got this, you got this." And my answer to them is always like, "No, I know. If I don't know what to do after you, I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing then." Honestly, like, these guys, they definitely blow their load in the early part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
It's tough. I mean, I remember opening for people, and you just want to shine so bad. You just want to get that spot. You know what I
Yeah, you
mean?
do.
Like, and I feel like when you see kids that are opening them up like now, like they're just trying to get a break.
They are.
So like I never mess with the opener. If the opener's playing,
No, and
if
I've
the
never-
opener's playing new stuff, I'm like, all right, cool. He just
I've
needed to
never-
do that. Some people just need to do that.
I've never gotten mad at them. Never
Yeah,
gotten
just
mad. But
reset.
it makes
You
me
got-
work a little harder.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's a challenge. That's a
Yeah.
good thing. It's not a bad thing. But they'll never be anything like the older music, man.
No, there's not. It's tough. It's tough to connect
And
with
I-
this new music.
And I
at
hate to
this
sound
age,
like the old guy saying that. I like a lot of the new music,
Yeah.
but not everything. I'm not a big fan of just everything and anything. There's some songs there that just shouldn't be where they are.
You know what's crazy now? Some songs I hear and I'm like, oh man, that song is garbage. And then I hear it like a couple weeks later, and I'm like,
And it grew on
what
you.
is that?
It grew on you.
And I'm like, oh wow, that shit's hot.
Sometimes it
And
does. I'm not gonna lie.
It takes a little time. It takes extra time for me now to like a record.
Or
I won't lie.
or it takes to just like experience it when somebody else is playing it in like the moment
On
of
a
like
louder system.
when there's like a crowd, and then you're like, holy shit, that's a really good record. You know?
like back when I was really rocking, I'd be able to hear a record right out the gate, and I'd be like, oh, that shit, I'm playing that shit this weekend. That record's gonna be hot. But now it just takes a little longer for me
It does.
to pick up on those
does.
records.
Yeah, because you're not growing up with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's
and
different.
that's the thing, and that's what happens when you get old. Not saying that we're old, but I'm
Thanks-
saying.
Thanks, Mike.
No, I mean, look, I'm the same age as you. You know, it's just you are what you are when you grow up in it. You know what I'm saying? And the young people drive what's hip and what's hot.
Yes, they
You
do.
know, that's why if we have this conversation all the time. If you really look at musical artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very rare that an older artist is gonna come out with a song that's gonna be popping for the young people. You know what I'm saying? Like Billy Joel hasn't put out a new record in how many years? And like the older generations,
Yeah.
they don't want to hear him put out a new record.
No, they don't.
They just
They
want to
love
hear
the
his
classics.
original
Old
stuff.
records, yeah.
You
They
know?
love the classics.
And that's like that with most artists. Like there's very rare, like I could say like U2 is a band that has put out a lot of hits over the course of like 3 decades, right? But that's very rare.
It is rare.
You
Very.
know what I'm saying? It's very rare. And
I mean, all I ask of the younger generation is to give the older music a chance. I love to play sets where I'm going back and forth from older stuff to newer stuff.
Yeah.
Give it a chance. You know why? Because, I mean, you've seen this on memes. You've heard this everywhere. Good music has no expiration. It really doesn't. And just the way we weren't crazy about our parents' music back then, we're probably throwing it in there a little
Now you like it.
Yeah.
bit. Yeah,
Yeah, now
you know,
like
like
it, yeah.
you heard the mix I showed you earlier, the mashup I did.
Yeah.
If I would have heard that song when I was a kid growing up, I would have probably been covering my ears and screaming like a madman, like shut that off, you know.
Yep.
But we make it work somehow.
It's so crazy how, as you get older, your palette for music sort of opens up, and it goes like really deep, and you
does.
start getting into things that
does.
like. I remember hearing, I mean, like certain types of house music, like soulful house music, when I was first starting to DJ at 14, 15 years old, and I was like, "What is this stuff?" It's
Yeah.
like elevator music, and now it's just like it's a totally different ball game.
It is.
Because you get educated. You
But
know?
house was always my thing, man. And I love everything. I love all types of music. I mix everything up. But like when I'm in my car, I'm listening to house music.
Yeah.
That's what I like to. It kind of like relaxes me. It's feel good music, you know.
Yep.
That's how I look at it.
But
Feel good.
what? So there's a lot of different genres of house. So what do you like to listen to?
Growing up DJing, I was big on that Todd Terry. You know that Todd Terry wave.
Yep.
I was really huge on that. On a lot of imports, the House of God type of, like
Yep.
that type of house music. It's changed a lot. You know, the Plastic Dreams, of course,
Yeah.
things like that.
Sade.
Now, I like techno and tech house. Tech house has got to be my top favorite. But then I'm not going to say I wouldn't play anything else, but there's so much music. There's just too much music to keep
Yeah.
up on every type of house music. I don't even think it's possible. I mean, it probably is, but even some house DJs just will touch only one thing and not the other. You know, it's just too much music. They come out with music every single day, nonstop. Like, so I promised myself that I was going to stick to the tech. I love the tech.
You got to have an alias like DJ Batman.
I do actually.
Is that your alias?
No,
DJ
no,
Batman?
no. Batman was early days, high school. I was toying around with names, and I was a huge fan of Batman. And look at this, years later, Batman's still blowing up,
Yeah,
right?
Batman's popping.
I'm totally glad I didn't stick to that name. No, actually, what I do is so that I could separate the two. You know, everybody puts Rob Lowe as a hip hop DJ. You know?
Yeah.
So what I do is when I
That
play house
brand,
music, I call it. It's still Rob Lowe, but it's my alter ego. So I actually have a drop in everything that you'll hear like alter ego. Like it's still Rob Lowe, but it's my other side. It's my alter ego. And a lot of people thought it was pretty cool when I do that. So whenever I do post up a new house mix, actually I have one coming out. If hopefully by this weekend it should be out. I'll put it as like Rob Lowe's alter ego mix. You know.
And how often are you like making mixes and stuff like that?
Not as often as I should, probably. Like I told you, I had a couple of setbacks. I had some surgeries going on, and I kind of fell into a funk. You know, like it's so easy to just fall out of it.
Yeah.
And I had to pick myself back up. You know, like I had a lot of people rooting behind me. So I just recently started getting heavy on social media again. Let's start doing the Throwback Thursdays. Let's start putting mashup Mondays every couple of weeks. Let's put a mix out. I just put up in December I did a house mix, and now the next one's not coming out until March. So, you know, whatever, a couple of months apart. But then like 2 weeks ago, I think it was, I posted, I found my whole collection of cassettes that I used to put out in mixtapes in the stores and everything. And this one was from 94, I believe. And I put both sides online, and it was just, and it's still reggae that we could play today.
Yeah.
Some of it, most of it.
How crazy is it, the role that social media plays in DJing?
Social media,
Like people get booked, or like people will get booked now just
Without even
because
being
of their
heard.
following without even being heard.
without
yeah.
even being heard, man. Without even being heard, and that's terrible. It is what it is, though.
Yeah.
You know what? If Will Smith or, you know, somebody huge in the industry wears an ugly shirt and everyone else starts wearing it, they're gonna follow. So a lot of DJs today, and I'm not talking about anybody specific before anybody out there catches feelings. A lot of DJs in this game today are not good. They're not good. They're just a hype. Their name is a hype. He plays at all the greatest spots. We gotta book him. But they've never heard him a day in their life.
Yep.
A lot of them are train wrecks, man. And I give credit where credit is due. But I've heard some of these guys where I'm just like, what the fuck was that? Like, you're killing me. But it is what it is. It's the time we live in now.
It's marketing. It's whoever has the best marketing, they're gonna win.
Yep. You're right. Absolutely right about that. Marketing. Like it's the hype. It's the big hype.
That's it.
Oh, he plays at I don't know Tao, and he plays for the Tao group, and he plays in Fuji somewhere. You know, like everybody wants him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
I know.
I just want to say I'm sorry to everybody on social media. I'm not paying much attention to it, guys. I'm really sorry if there's any questions I'm missing.
I put up someone asked a question. They want to know where was the hottest club you ever did,
Or your favorite club.
If you want to go back in the days, it was definitely ESO. If you want to go not too long ago, see, but this is when open format was still good.
Yep.
This is when you could still do open format a few years back. Blue Martini in Orlando.
Yes, I heard that place rocks. Oh, what's the main DJ over there? The house DJ.
D-Nice?
D-Nice, yeah.
D-Nice, yeah. My boy David, he's crazy.
Yeah. He's still rocking over there?
CJ was the promoter there. My boy CJ from Orlando. There's some
Everybody
other great
ran
spots
through
in
there.
Orlando.
That was like a stop for everyone. Like I remember Finesse used to play there.
I don't remember if Finesse did. If he didn't, that's crazy because he probably should have.
Yeah,
But I got put on through that because I just happened to be in town, and Sis and Riz were playing there.
Oh yeah, they were always
So
there.
yeah, I went there. The promoter knew who I was. He's like, "Oh my God, and, come hang out, whatever." Spider from LA played there.
Yeah.
I opened up for Jazzy Jeff there.
Jazzy Jeff's killing it.
Man, he's a beast, bro. I don't know whether to cry or smile when I look at his videos, bro. He's such a beast, yo. Like my hairs literally stand up when this guy does his.
Yeah, and he started that weekend thing that's really dope. That music thing that he was doing. I forgot the name of it.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
What was the name of the thing Jazzy Jeff started in the mansion and all the DJs go to?
Really?
I'm not sure.
Damn.
I gotta look that one up. I don't know. So let's get back to clubs that I really enjoy doing. I'm not even gonna say always a club because Orlando has some other great spots too. My boy Jay in Orlando does. He used to do the Vintage spot. They closed down. He does great parties out there. Atlantic City, Providence. I used to love that crowd at Providence.
Yep.
They were the type of crowd that you could really go from hip hop to rock to 90s to nowadays to. They would appreciate it.
June used to open up there.
I'm going back even further to before June.
Really?
Yeah, June. No, June. That's my girl, June. Love June to death. She was there a little after, and I think I played with her once there. I think I might have played with her once there, but I'm talking about before June was even there. They had a great setup when they had the 2 DJ booths.
Yes.
Up
Then they
above.
moved the DJ
To the
booth
bottom.
down to the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a great spot. I mean, I just recently did, thanks to Adam Torres, his concerts. I just did, for the 3rd year in a row, I did Radio City.
Oh,
That
wow.
was
That must have been awesome.
no feeling like it, brother. No feeling like it, man. In the crowd, just, I had, like I have video, and I'm still waiting for some more video that my guys took. But the one little 1-minute video that I posted, you see everybody on their feet. They never sat down.
Yeah.
They never sat down in between the artists because I made sure I just kept them up, you know? So, I mean, there's a lot of other places I can mention. So those are
People
those
were
are the first
mentioning
ones.
Bliss,
Bliss on Queens
Retreat.
Boulevard.
Yeah,
No,
they're-
Bliss-
retreat is the thing that
That's what Jazzy does?
playlist retreat. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Bliss on Queens Boulevard. That was, how many years ago did 50 come out? Get Rich or Die Trying?
That was like 2001, 2002.
Okay, whatever year that was, it was Friday nights Camilo, Saturday nights me and my boy Chino. That was, and both nights, different promoters, both nights were wall to wall slammed. That was definitely, whoever texts that, that's a good one. Sorry if I can't remember all the clubs. I've only done about 800,000.
Who else? What else? Downtime.
Downtime, yeah, I
Downtime,
mentioned
yeah.
Downtime. I mentioned Downtime. That was definitely one of the classic spots.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to throw that mix online. Definitely gonna do it. I'm gonna let them wait a little bit, maybe 2-3 weeks.
Well, all those old school mixtapes you have, man, that would probably be something cool to put out. Even to actually put them out on cassette tapes.
Yeah, but then nobody will listen
Nobody's
to
gonna
them.
be able to play them.
Nobody got Walkmans.
No,
You know-
but it's
They should sell a cassette tape as a USB. That's
they do.
I have it.
They do sell
I
it.
had to
Yeah,
buy
they
it.
sell it.
My original cassette player that I used to make my mixes on doesn't work. Don't ask me why. I didn't do anything wrong.
So you
to
have
it.
a cassette tape that plugs into a
It's
USB.
it's the size of it looks like a little Walkman. Or you open it like back in the days. The Walkman slip the cassette in. It's run on batteries, and it has a USB wire.
Yeah.
And you just transfer everything.
Yeah,
over
they make it
digitally.
to be able to transfer it over digitally.
Amazon. You know that.
No, but I think
That's where I got it.
no, I think the cassette tape is a good marketing tool. You know what I'm saying? Like people are going to be like, "Yo, what the hell is this?" And like you're getting an actual cassette tape. And
You show
know?
you show like a 15, 16-year-old kid a cassette tape. He
They don't
won't even know
know
what
what
it
it
is.
You know what?
Yeah, but you don't have to show it to the kid. You're giving it to the adults.
I have a shirt, and the shirt is the middle of the 45, the little yellow thing. You know, it looks like an S.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I went to the gym, wore the shirt to the gym, and this kid in my gym was like, "What's the symbol for on your chest?" That just made me feel super old. I was like, "Really?" I was like, I had to sit there and give him a little tutorial lesson, like, "Oh, you know, we used to have these things called records, and they weren't always like 12 inches. They used, you know, I felt retarded doing it, but I had to do it."
Yeah.
So I know what you mean, the cassette thing. What I want to do, I got freestyles on a lot of those tapes. I got a freestyle from Smith & Wesson.
Ooh.
It's crazy. The freestyle that I have from Smith & Wesson, it was done in my living room. It was in my living room, and you hear him on the mic smoking weed, and you hear the weed cracking. Like as he's pulling in, you hear it cracking on the mic. I was like, holy shit. I got Smith & Wesson. I have, rest in peace, man. I got Sean Price.
Wow.
I got Sean Price on a freestyle with Veronica. You remember Veronica?
Yep.
Veronica re-sang her record for me, and I had Sean Price and my man AL on that. I have freestyles with Cuban Link and Tony Touch.
You got to put those out.
I know. Right now, I just found them all together lately, and I just got that little thing I was telling you about, the cassette. Little by little, I've been listening, and I want to see how I'm going to put them out. You know?
Yeah, you need like a snowstorm. When a snowstorm comes, you just stay home.
I'll be
and you
stuck
do
at
them
home,
all.
right? I would be stuck at home doing nothing with that but that.
So we're gonna hear a bunch of different style of music today. I feel.
Yeah, I can't. You know what? Yeah, that's what I want to do. I like to touch everything, man. I want to let people know. I don't even. I don't even have like a set playlist. I just threw a whole bunch of stuff in a folder, and I'm hoping that it just comes to me.
I'm sure it will.
I want to let people know that I don't just do one thing. You know what I mean? I could go back and forth. I could play up and down in tempo, reggae. I could play all genres. You know, I want to be able to do a little bit of everything. So hopefully I got enough for the hour.
We're
All right.
excited, man. We're not gonna stop you if you need some extra time.
Let's see how I feel.
All right, we're gonna take a 2-minute break. We're gonna get Rob Lo up on the set, and he's gonna rock live from Red Hook here at the Funktion House.
Peace.
All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you enjoy.
All right, we got DJ Rob Lo live from Red Hook here at the Funktion House.
talk to me. I really wanna meet you, girl. I really wanna know your name. Oh yeah. You look so sexy. You really turn me on, blow my mind every time I see your face, girl. You look so sexy. You really turn me on, blow my mind every time I see your face, girl.
Rob Lo. Talk to me, baby. You so pretty little missy, baby. I got one night for you, baby. It's so hot out the clothes, let them drop to the floor. I want you to talk to me, baby. You so pretty little missy, baby. I got one night for you, baby. It's so hot out the clothes, let them drop to the floor. Talk to me, baby. Work and take the shift off for me, baby. I try to whip your butt for me, baby. You know I got a lot of ops for me, baby. Whip around the corner, hit a whip. Shot a Raffaello, man, I let it drip, drip. 80 pointers on my wrist. I'm hella rich and I let it talk. So talk to me, baby. You so pretty little missy, baby. I got one night for you, baby. It's so hot out the clothes, let them drop to the floor. I want you to talk to me, baby. You so pretty little missy, baby. I got one night for you, baby. It's so hot out the clothes, let them drop to the floor.
How many girls from the club wanna go? I know you see it. I know you see it. Niggas in my face, damn near every day. Ask a million questions like Jock, where you stay? Tell them college ball, where the chop call. Hit 20 grand, spend a grand at the bar. Just about a zone, J's on my feet. I'm on that Patron, so get like me. 69 cutlass with the bucket seats. Beat in my trunk, bought it just for the freaks. Catch me in the hood, posted at the stove. Pistol in my lap on the phone, counting dough. If your girl choose, let her do a thing. Just like a mama, nice and night brain. Everybody love me, I'm so fly. Niggas throw the deuces every time I ride by. I know you wonder why, I'm so cool. Don't ask me, just do what you do. Meet me in the trail, it's going down. Meet me in the mall, it's going down. Meet me in the club, it's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down, 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 down.
She said put it in her mouth, mouth. Yeah. I mean her motherfucking mouth, mouth. She said put it in her mouth, mouth. Yeah. I mean her motherfucking mouth, mouth. She said put it in her mouth, mouth. I mean her motherfucking mouth. You wanna go down? Why not? I'll be like Herbie and hand you a cock and tell you that my name is I.
Yo, I'm getting ready to put y'all up on something, man. Yo, when you see something ill, you know what I mean? That shit is woke. Anything ill you see is woke. Nigga have a big 6 at the curb, that's woke. Okay. Especially if he got the fully equipped kid on it, it's woke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I had this bad bitch uptown, she was woke. Had me fucked up in the head, I mean, whoa. Bought the bitch diamonds and pearls, I mean, whoa. Should've seen them shit shining on the wrist. Now money ain't the problem, see my dough is like, pulled out my bankroll on y'all niggas like, lost the boots went from 210 like, faggot wanna peep my blueprints, I'm like,
A billionaire, so freaking bad. I wanna be a billionaire, so freaking bad. What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers. We'll be dipping in the bins with the spoilers. On the low from the J in the
blood
Taurus.
clot? Wanna rumble with the B, huh? Throw a hex on the whole family.
Yeah.
Dressed in all black like the omen. Have your friends singing, this is for my homies. And you know me, for making niggas so sick. Lost in my six with the Lex on the wrist. If it's murder, you know she wrote it. German Ruger for your ass, bitch, deep throated. Know you wanna feel the rule, cause it's platinum coated. Take your pick, got a firearm, you should've told it. Suck a dick, all that bullshit you kick, player hating from the sideline. Get your own shit, why you ride mine? I'm a good fella, kinda lady. Stash 380s in Mercedes. Puffy, hold me down, baby. Only female in my crew. And I kick shit like a nigga do. Pull the trigger too, fuck you.
I've been had skills, crystal spill, hot bills in Brazil. About a mill of ice grill, make it hard to figure me. Liquor be kicking me in my asshole. Undercover, Johnny Brasco. Left my East Coast girl, the Bentley, the twirl. My West Coast shorty, push the chrome 740. Rockin' red man and naughty. Oh, with my kitty cat, half a brick of yay. In the bra with her titties at. And I'm living that whole life we push weight. Fuck the state pen, fuck hoes in Penn State. Listen close, it's Francis, the praying mantis. Attack with the Mac, my left hand spit. Right hand grip on the whip for the smooth getaway. Player haters, get away, or my lead will spray. Squeeze off till I'm empty, don't tempt me. Only to hell I send thee, all about the Benji. Swag, 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 swag,
Rob Lo, Lo.
5 to 1, baby, 1 in 5. No one here gets out alive now. You get yours, baby, I'll get mine. Gonna make it, baby, if we
this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and it's like this and like that and like this and it's like this and like that and like
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. And if a get an attitude, pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. I got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean down and I'm over best cause I got it going on.
Check it out. Check it out. This here goes out to all the niggas that be fucking mad bitches in other niggas' cribs. Thinking shit is sweet. Nigga creep up on your ass. Live niggas respect it. Check it. I kick flows for ya, kick down doors for ya. Even left all my motherfucking hoes for ya. Niggas think Frankie pussy whip. Nigga picture that with the Kodak. Instamatic, we don't get down like that. Lay my game down quite flat. Sweetness, when you park that. Petiteness, but that ass fat. She got a body, make a nigga wanna eat that. I'm fucking with you. The bitch official though, dick harder than the missile, yo. Try to hit it if she trippin', disappearing like Arsenio. Yo, the bitch push a double O with the 5 in front. Probably a conniving stunt. Y'all drive in front. I'ma peel with her, find a deal with her. She fuck around and steal, huh? Then we all get laced. Televisions, Versace heaven. When I'm up in them, the shit she kick, all the shit's legit. She get dick from a player off the New York Knicks. Nigga trick ridiculous, the shit was plush. She stressing me to fuck, like she was in the rush. We fucked in his bed, quite dangerous. I'm in his ass while they play against the Utah Jazz. My 112 CD blast, I was passed. She came twice, I came last. Roll the grass, roll the grass, roll the grass, roll the grass, roll the grass.
It's poppin', okay, yeah. When it's time for lunch, my lips still rock. DJ Rob Lo make the whole club rock. DJ Rob Lo make the whole club rock. DJ Rob Lo make the whole club rock. Rock, rock, rock.
Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop top, it says I'm gonna win big. Choose not to life of imitation. Distant cuts into the reservation. Defunct the pistol that you pay for. This punk the feeling that you stay for. In time, I want to be your best friend. Eastside love is living on the west end. Knocked out before you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Go write your message on the pavement. Burn so bad, I wonder what the wave meant. White heat is screaming in the jungle. Complete the motion if you stumble. Go ask the dust for any answers. Come back strong with 50 belly dancers. The world I love, the tears I drop to be part of the wave. Can't stop. Ever wonder if it's all for you? The world I love, the trains I hop to be part of the wave. Can't stop. Come and tell me when it's time to. Can't stop the spirits when I need you. This life is more than just a read through. Can't stop the spirits when I need you. This life is more than just a read through. Can't stop, 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 can't stop the spirits. Official State P representatives. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records, cause we get down, baby. We get down, baby. Girls, the girls, they love us. Cause we stay fresh to death. We the best, nothing less. They don't make us or break us when they make up the breakup. No. See the Jacob fix they little makeup. That's them young gunners, Chris and Lil Neefy. Wishing they was the one. But Chris got Lil Kiki. Right. Home base, yeah, I'm cool back there. Keep your mouth shut, we might do that there. Yup, it's only right that the whole block stared. Hopped out the bed with the blue and white ears. Nigga, let's go and get left, yo. Mommy feeling my big ass, yo, my whole neck glow. Say I'm young, but I can sex though. Now could it be? I'm the one, ladies check for. Yes, ho, got grown when my mama age. Fuck me all kind of ways. I can swallow everything. Way before them ramen days. No, it ain't about the age. It's all in the screw. Bitches thought I was a joke till they got me in my jammers. Hey, can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records, cause we get down, baby. We get down, baby. Girls, the girls, they love us. Cause we stay fresh to death. We the best, nothing less, nothing less.
Yo, we got chicks in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. O is for Uchi. Oh, you ain't know how many O's in the bankroll? Sorta like the game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? But my name ain't Regis. Nah, the one they call when they want their thing beat up. Honeys for bodies, feet brave hearts, guns in the party. Wigs, braids, baldies, trademarks the army. Is that horse? It must be. I heard he husky. Yeah, there go jungle. Eyes red, looking for trouble. And that's Nas dancing with dimes. But who his man is? The Imperial Thug is Code D, Grand Wiz. We taking honeys to the crib tonight. Guarantee we gon' get up in they rib tonight. Check the new slang, it's changed. The brave heart gang name. When you see me pass, you holla, Uchi bang bang.
Ooh, she wale wale, ooh, she bang bang, ooh, she wale wale, ooh, she bang bang, ooh, she wale wale, ooh, she bang bang, ooh, she wale wale. He really, really, really work my body. He really, really, really turn me out. He really, really, really got the good thing. He really, really, really scream and shout, shout, shout.
Look, I'm not trying to give you love and affection. I'm trying to give you 60 seconds of affection. I'm trying to give you cab fare and directions. Get your independent out of here. Question? I'm not your man, not Ralph Tresvant, not Ronnie Romance. No, ma, I'm trying to hit you, then quit you in the middle of the round like I'm Roberto Duran. No, ma. 6 a.m. another chick in the house. Hands up. 6:15 another chick kicked out. Hands up. Spent 1 minute trying to get out. The other 14 trying to put it in. I'm out. Too chubby, too much and make you love me. Now be a nice wifey and run home to your hubby. Cause we both knowing what we doing is wrong. Don't forget to put your ring back on. Back on.
Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui rumba. Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui, taqui taqui. Quieres un besito o un aquí, booty explota como Nagasaki. Prende los motores Kawasaki, en la discota Jenny llegaron los Anunnaki. No le baje, el booty sobresale de tu traje. No trajo panticito pa' que el nene no trabaje. Es que yo me sé lo que ella cree que ya se sabe. Cuenta que no quiere pero me tiene espionaje. El booty sobresale de tu traje. No trajo panticito pa' que el nene no trabaje. Es que yo me sé lo que ella cree que ya se sabe. Cuenta que no quiere pero me tiene espionaje. Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui rumba.
Ooh, Rob Lo. Touch it and tease it and squeeze it. When my piggyback is hungry, girl, you need to feed it. If the text ain't freaky, I don't wanna read it. And just to let you know, this Punani is undefeated. Ayy, he said he really wanna see me more. I said we should have a date where at the Lamborghini store. I'm kinda scary, hard to read. I'm like a Ouija board, but I'm a boss. Who you gonna leave me? You no class, bro. Still, I be talking cash shit while I'm popping my gold grill. I work like I'm broke still. The love be so fake, but the hate be so real. Sobresale de mi traje, no traje panticito pa' que el nene no trabaje. Es que yo me sé lo que tú crees que tú no sabes. Dice que no quiere, pero se quiere comerle el equipaje.
Báilame como si fuera la última vez y enséñame ese pasito que no sé, un besito bien suavecito, bebé. Taqui taqui, taqui taqui, taqui taqui, taqui taqui, taqui taqui.
Ooh, Rob Lo.
Put your hands in the air, put your hands in the air, put your hands in the air. Everybody, come on, put your hands in the air. Everybody, come on, come on. Everybody, everybody, come on.
Yes. Live from United States, Brooklyn, New York, it's your boy, Young. The nephews is in the house. As soon as the beat drop, we got the streets locked overseas. A Punjabi MC in the rock. I came to see the mommies in the spot. On the count of 3, drop your body like it's hot. 1, young, 2, you. 1, 2, 3, young hoser. Snake charmer, move your body like a snake, mama. Make me wanna put the snake on ya. I'm on my 8th summer, still hot. Young's the 8th wonder. All I do is get bread, yeah. I take wonder. I take one of your chicks straight from under your armpit. The black Brad Pitt. I'm act till 6 in the a.m. All day I'm P.I.M.P. I am simply attached to the track like simply. It's simply good. Young ho, infinitely hood. OC and you don't stop. Kuja BMC and you don't stop. Nigga NYC and we don't stop. Stop. ROC and we don't stop. Kuja BMC and we don't stop. It's your boy Jay-Z and we don't stop. Nigga ROC and we won't stop.
On that hash, looking for a biddy on that dash. Y'all ain't getting money, stop this. I be round the globe talking high shit. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. We in the city on that hash, looking for a biddy on that dash. Y'all ain't getting money, stop this. I be round the globe talking high shit. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it.
I don't need 50 to roll with. Folks, I'm on my dolly, I'm on my boat. I do my own all them I used to roll with. I know you used to see me with, but that's that old real. Quick to pull a trigger, fat definition of a real. Quick to hate, definition of a. Now wildin', ready for all the violence. I don't need a jacking that he riding. I got this 450, this all up on my head. I blow that now you ain't Bobby Schmurder hat wet.
We in the city on that hash, looking for a biddy on that dash. Y'all ain't getting money, stop this. I be round the globe talking high shit. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan with it. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan, Jackie Chan.
Shut him up, hey! Hey! 1 gun, 2 gun, 3 gun, 4. Your mind is all about crime.
and about 17. Going strong, playing my favorite song, and I could tell it would be long that he was with me, yeah me. And I could tell it would be long that he was with me, yeah me. Singing, I love rock and roll.
Yeah.
So put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
Come on.
I love rock and roll.
Yeah.
So come on, take your time and dance with me.
Hit me.
I love rock and roll.
Yeah.
So put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
Come on.
I love rock and roll.
Yeah.
So come on, take your time and dance with me. I love rock and roll. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come on, take your time and dance with me. I love rock and roll. So put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. So come on, take your time and dance with me.
Rob Lo.
It starts with
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know or wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have the superpowers, last 223,000 hours, and it's cause I'm off of CC, and I'm off the Hennessy. And like your boy from Compton said, you know this ain't free.
Throw your hands in the sky and wave them from side to side. And if you're ready to spark up the Mac-a-gal, let me hear you say stimuli.
What the f though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the f though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo. You a roughneck, I'm a cutthroat. You a tough guy. That's enough jokes. Then the sun died. The night is young though. The diamond still shine. You're in a rough hole. What the f though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, where the ones go? It's a show. Put you front row. Talking bro, let your tongue show. Money over bitches and above. That is still my favorite love quote. Put the gun aside. What the for? I sleep with the gun and she don't snow. What the yo? Where the love go? Trade the ski mask for the muzzle. It's a bloodbath. Where the suns go? It's the Swiss beat. That the drums go. If she's iffy, that the drugs go. If she's simply double cup toast, I got a duffel full of hundos. That the love go. That's the uproar.
Shot, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on.
Let me light a candle so we can make it. Making love until we drown.
This revolution is not a rerun, brothers. This revolution is live.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. We're going to keep going a little bit. Let's go. Welcome to the Funktion House. Let's go, y'all. Follow me on that Instagram at DJ Rob Lo, DJ ROBLO. On the Facebook, Rob Lo, DJ Rob Lo.
Because our lives we live as we choose. But our love binds us together. Ooh, you make me feel alive.
Rich, that's a false claim. I be straight to the whip, no baggage claim. Whole lot of styles, can't even pronounce the name. You ain't got no style, see you on my Instagram. I be rocking it like it's fresh out the pan. Only when I'm taking pics, I'm the middleman. Walk talking like a boss, I just lift a hand. 3 million cash, call me Rain Man. Money like a shower, that's my rain dance. And we all in black, like it's gangland. Say the wrong words, you be hangman. Why me stick to your like a spray tan? Mr. What kind of car you in the city, love my name. Gotta say it. Taste, taste. She can get a taste. Taste, taste. She can get a taste. Taste, taste. What it say? It's all the same like Mary Kate. Taste, taste. She can get a taste. Taste, taste. Let you get a taste. Taste, taste. Do you love the taste? Yeah, that's cool, but he ain't like me. Like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me, like me.
Ooh, Rob Lo.
Ice water turn Atlantic. Night calling in a phantom. Told them, hold it, don't you panic. Took an island, felt the mansion. Drop the roof, more expansion. Drive a coupe, you can stand it. He's undercover. I'm a lover. Guess we all meant for each other. Now that all the dogs free, and we out in these streets. Can you do it? Can you pop it for me?
Pull up in a demon on guard. Looking like I still do fraud. Flying private jet with the rod. This that Z, this that Z. Pull up in a demon on guard. Looking like I still do fraud. Flying private jet with the rod. This that Z, this that Z.
Blow the brains out the coop. Polly one on top, but I'm on mute. I'ma bust her wrist down cause she cute. Car on the yacht, I've been a pool. She an addict for the lifestyle in the paddock. Daddy, have you ever felt Chanel fabric? I be dripping to death, I need a casket. And we got more strikes in the rough, foul tech em. In the middle of the field like David Beckham. I'm locked up for real, I'm tryna help him. When I got a meal, got me the chills, don't know what happened. Pop, pop, do what you feel, I'm on that zombie. I'm more like a Gaddafi, I'm not no Gandhi. I'm more like I'm David Goliath running. Be cloning, I find it funny. Clone. Feeling off, straight out the dungeon. Feeling off. I go in the mouth, because of me nothing. 300 the watch is out of your budget. Mean muggin' got me clutching. Yeah. And this stick right out of rush. Right out of rush. Right out of rush. Right out of rush. Right out of rush.
Look, it's all bad, it's all real. I ride in
rockin' some big tall hills, big fat checks, big large bills, run out flip like 10 car wheels. Cold, I give raw chills, 10 different looks, and my looks so kill. Like it's him in the mouth, I feel all grills. Heat in the car, that's wheels on wheels. Woo! I was born to flex, diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets, I like money, but nothing in this world that I like more than checks. All I really wanna see is the I don't really need a D, I need the all I back need is the I got bands in the coop, bustin' out the roof. I got bands in the coop. Touch me out, bow, shake it low. You get a little bag and take it to the store. Get a little cash, you shake it real fast, you get a little more. I got bands in the coop, bustin' out the roof. I got bands in the coop, bustin' out the
Coochie down to the socks like I'm Biggie Popper. Keep your girl head in my Tommy boxes. But rent it out, she a silly hoe. Cause she know the friggin' style getting plenty dough. She don't get nothing from my nigga though. All she get is hard dick and some Cheerios. Kinda send it out, but I'm never out. Better put them in the dirt with the penny low. No tint though, on my window. So you see a nigga shining in the Benzo. Got me feeling like Jim Jones. I'm a pimp though, no limp though. Couldn't copy my style in Kinko's. Put in work, run up on the killer, then I put him in the dirt. Run up in the building, so they gon' squirt. That's what a nigga get when they getting on my nerves. I ain't lying. Lay him on the curb, ride on the killer who be coming that firm. Girl, you twerk that kitty, girl, make it turn. Put in work. Flacco, put him in the dirt. Push got the shovel, he gon' put him in the earth. Trinidad maniac with it all gon' hurt. Yeah, put in work. Schoolboy Q with a pound of the perk. So much work, he'll smoke up the earth. Polo ground, ASAP world.
That ain't Kanye, no, that's Montana. A loose cannon. He shot me, so I had to do it. Put him in the dirt, put him in the first. I just saw him swimming with 10 homies on it. Her ass fat, you can park 10 Tahoes on it.
Rob Lo. How could you move it like you crazy? I ain't call you back down. Leave me alone. Running out the box down. Leave me alone. Gonna work. Leave me alone. Running out the box down. Leave me
AKA Ferrari F50. Break it down. I got a lot of living to do before I die, and I ain't got time to waste. Let's make it. You say you a gangster, but you never pop nothing. You say you a wankster, and you need to stop frontin'. You ain't a friend of mine, you ain't no kin of mine. What makes you think that I won't run up on you with the 9? We do this all the time. Right now we on the grind, so hurry up and cop and go. We sellin' nicks and dimes. Shorty, she's so fine, I gotta make her mine. I ass like that, gotta be one of a kind. I crush him every time, punch him with every line. I'm fucking with their mind, I make them press rewind. They know they get shine if I'm around the rhyme. Been on parole since 94 cause I commit the crimes. I say in my line, I did it 3 to 9. The D's ran up in my crib, you know who dropping down. You say you a gangster, but you never pop nothing. You say you a wankster, and you need to stop frontin'. You go to the dealership, but you don't never cop nothing. You been hustling a long time and you ain't got nothing.
Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign running on diesel, dawg. Playing with my name, this is lethal, dawg. Who you see? What? Don Corleone. Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like they know me, dawg. Don't just say it down, you gotta show me what you gotta do. Bring the clip back empties. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a 10-piece, dawg. There ain't nothing, I'm just being friendly, dawg. It's
Just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I'll show you how to gotta do it. If you really wanna fall till you fall when you're back against the wall. And a bunch of need you to go away. Still going bad on them anyway.
Chicken heads from Pasadena to Medina. Bet big, get in between your dents. Keep the prognosis, doses, blends and bends like Twizzlers. Biggest fitting to hurt what's under that skirt.
Slow down, nigga, you're killing it.
Who filling them with octane? Got them gassed up, about to get blasted up, son. The last one word the mother, brother miss him. I seen it when he kissed him at the wake, made his body shake. The high guy in 850 eyes, smoke tint, rap terror, 4 chrome and terror. Street vibe by the rivers, the fifth is conspicuous. Bad boy slipped in 95, ridiculous. My rap lines is like landmines. One step, kaboom, black suits fill the room. To whom it may concern, Junior Mafia's the click.
You know I keep my eyes wide. East side high risers, west side low riders. Vest with the faux fire. Yes, I for show fire. DIP low rider. See police slow to ride. See squally nigga. Cause they be thinking that the ride's stolen. Keep your head up and your eyes open. Load the letter while the ride rolling. Keep up on the mark like what you say.
I'm straight high. You don't wanna fuck with me. Got the police bustin' at me, but they can't do nothing to us. Let's get ready to rumble. Really don't want them all like the police bustin' get down for this, but they can't constantly keep the G. I'm screaming money over bitches. I'm just talking wild. You don't wanna fuck with me. Stand on the ground. Got the police crossing me. My ambitions as a rider. My ambitions as a rider. So many battlefield scars while driven in plus cars. It's like it's a rap star. It's nothing without God. Was born rough and rugged. I dress in the mass public. My attitude was fuck it. These motherfuckers love it to be a soldier. Must maintain composure at ease. Don't like what's complicated. Only what you make it to be. And my ambitions as a rider. To catch her while she hot and horns go up inside her. Then I spit some game in the ear. Go to the telly ho. We put with money in the bin. Cause bitch I'm belly broke. I'm smoking bomb ass weed. Feeling crucial. From player to player. The gang fight. The feelings mutual. From hustling to praise. To begging motherfuckers to pay. I got no time for these bitches. Cause these songs try to play. I'm on a meal. Ticket mission. Want a meal. So I'm wishing competition got me blitzed. On that bullshit they stress. I'm a rhyme though. Clown hoes like it's mandatory. No class, no glory. My nigga bitch got the game distorted. Now it's on and it's on because I said so. Can't trust the bitch in the business.
job.
Good shit, man.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it, man. Especially coming from you guys.
Dude,
I know how you guys get down.
You
That was easy for you.
yeah, man.
Gotta work out of here,
You
too.
just like rolled through it.
That's what I do, man. I just like to play music,
So
bro.
you still practice at home?
I'd be so lying if I said yeah. I'd be totally lying if I said yeah.
So this just comes to you like, it's like writing.
I think it in my head, and 8 out of 10 times it might happen on paper.
Yeah.
But a lot of the things I just think in my head, honestly.
And you played a couple of your edits tonight, right?
I did. I like to make some of those edits. I like to exactly what they're called, mash them up. you know?
Yeah.
So
No.
I heard a little bit of wordplay also. Were those staged or is that off the fly also?
I mean, those
Like
are
that
things that I've
billionaire
done.
thing you've done before.
Oh, the billionaire. Yeah, that's an old one. That's one of my favorites. Yeah. I mean, those are things that I keep in the back pocket for. You know.
So those things stand out. They do. You know, like people like.
And that's what I want.
remember it through the set, and I'm sure a lot of people remember that part of the set. So that's what's really.
So
dope.
thank you, man. Thank
Yeah.
you, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, it was a pleasure being here, man.
Thank you. Thanks for coming down. How do they follow you? How do they know where you're playing? Like Instagram.
I usually
social media
post
handles?
up. I mean, on my website, I need to update it. You know, I mean, it's running, but I need
What
to
about your
update it.
Instagram
Sorry,
handle?
guys. Instagram handle is at DJ Rob Lo, DJ ROBLO. That's it. Nothing after the O. There's no W. There's nothing else. DJ ROBLO.
So that's nice. You got your real DJ name, right? Yeah. That's good.
Got to make it clear. As for Facebook, my regular page, you can put facebook.com/DJ Rob Lo the same way as Instagram, or my fan page would be official DJ Rob Lo.
Okay.
Thanks for coming down, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Rob, thank you.
Brooklyn, man. You brought me back home.
Good to see you, man.
So we had DJ Rob Lo on the set here at the Function House live from Red Hook. We appreciate him coming down and rocking for us. You can catch the replay on our site. The interview will be up on YouTube channel in a couple of weeks. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you,
Peace.
guys. Thanks for tuning in.